This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Thursday, June the 25th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Shocked, sad, and embarrassed. These were some of the emotions the teenage boy and girl at the center of the indecent picture printed in the Saturday Sun almost 2 years ago said they felt after viewing their pictures on the newspaper's back page. The two minors expressed their disappointment while testifying yesterday in the District 3 Magistrates Court, where proceedings continued against the Nation Publishing Company Limited's trio of publisher Vivian Ann Gittins, editor-in-chief Roy Morris, and news editor Sanka Price, who are charged with publishing an indecent picture of two minors in the Saturday Sun on October the 26, 2013. Now, under examination by Prosecutor Inspector Eustace Eiffel, the fourth form male student recalled how he had been in a state of shock after seeing the picture in the newspaper. He explained that from the positions of the two people in the picture and the familiarity of the surroundings, he immediately recognized it was him and his partner. In fact, so upset was the boy after having seen the picture on the newspaper's back page, he tore it out and stuck it in the middle of the paper before taking it home to his mother. The teenage girl also expressed regret about partaking in the sexual act while being examined by Sergeant Janice Eiffel. A cell phone video of the incident also made rounds across social media site Facebook. She said from the time she saw the image of the girl bent over a desk in the newspaper, she immediately knew it was her. The two teenagers both admitted to engaging in sexual intercourse while at school at the Alma Paris Memorial Secondary School sometime in September 2013. However, they said they did not give permission to anyone to take the pictures of them. In other news now, we are told that even after writing Prime Minister Francis Stewart, Minister of Labour Dr. Esther Byers, and the National Insurance Department appearing before the Severance Payments Tribunal, dozens of former British American insurance company sales agents are still awaiting resolution of their issue. In a Barbados Today interview, a spokesman complained the former employees felt sidelined from getting paid out because most of government's attention was focused on seeking to resolve the Clico International Life Insurance Company debacle. Describing their treatment as disrespectful and unfair, a former BICO branch manager, Hugh Greenwich, said the agents had done everything required since being terminated in 2012 by the court-appointed judicial manager of accounting firm KPMG, represented by Lisa Taylor and Michael Edgell. Greenwich said the straw that broke the camel's back was when the company's lawyers, Clark, Gittins, and Farmer, got the High Court to order a stay of all actions against BICO 3 years ago. He says since that time, everybody they had turned to for help, including Dr. Bayer, the only one to respond to their letters, and the tribunal, have been adopting a hands-off attitude. Speaking on behalf of more than 40 staff affected by the non-payment of severance, the former branch manager said the tribunal saw no reason why they should not be paid, except that they could do nothing because of the stay order. He noted that similar responses came from various attorneys to whom they turned.
How do you restore public confidence in the insurance industry if you don't solve this problem soon? And when I say solve it, don't just solve it just to come to any kind of solution. You know, you need a proper solution at any day so that policy owners can see that there is no real problem with the insurance industry. This was just a little road bump. It has been solved. The regulators, and that's another problem because I believe that somewhere along the line regulation would have lapsed, which created this whole problem. So if you don't solve it in a speedy manner, you will have a severe problem for the next 10 years in the insurance industry in Barbados.
Our men need help, so says Director of the Criminal Justice Research and Planning Unit, Cheryl Willoughby. She was addressing the start of a school session for the More Than Victors Family Conference held under the theme, "We Are Not for Sale." Willoughby said while men are perceived to be strong and independent, men often require assistance. Pointing to statistics compiled by the unit, she said men were not only the main perpetrators of violent crimes, but they were also the main victims. She stressed it was important to target young men at an early age because children develop certain patterns of behavior by the time they reach the age of 13 or 14. In sports now, more than a decade after their last title, St. Stephen's Primary footballers brought joy to the school yesterday when they defeated Milton Lynch 1-0 to win the 2015 BICO-sponsored National Sports Council's Primary Schools Football Competition. Playing at the Wildy St. Michael AstroTurf, a spectacular shot from distance by Captain Kyron Alexander separated the two teams, and that would eventually prove enough to give the Black Rock St. Michael's School the title. There were further opportunities for both schools with another long-distance shot from Milton Lynch just going over the bars. The final whistle brought jubilation among the fellow pupils, parents and school officials of St. Stephen's. In the third place playoff, the top goal scorer of the tournament, Tadjo James, scored to give Wilkie Cumberbatch Primary a 1-0 victory over All Saints Primary.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Be spontaneous and creative. Enter the BT Crop Over Superstar competition. Pen your lyrics, create your video for your chance to be the first online monarch with over $15,000 in cash and other prizes. For full details, log on to Facebook/BarbadosToday.bb.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Only girl love me and ragamuffin and dangerous son. Anytime. This is Raspilly and me well versatile. Anytime me drop, you know me drop it in a style. Whether raga soca or whether broke wine, the girls then come to me because they know me have the style. Whoopax, you don't know Raspilly the place.
Yeah, people, long time now you want to be a superstar, and right now you got the chance because Barbados today got their superstar crop over competition. All you gotta do is write your lyrics, set up your video, send it into them, and you got a chance to win up to $15,000 in prizes. You know that easy. Whoopax! Yes, I go on Facebook, Barbados Today/Facebook. You go check it out. People got the thing they're rolling for you, so do your thing. You don't know. Whoopax! Yes, I.
Welcome back with news from the region now. A battle is brewing between the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Social and Welfare Association and the Commissioner. The association is filing a court injunction against the buyout of leave within the service. Spokesman Inspector Anand Ramasar says the injunction seeks to stop the buyout of the senior police officers. Ramasar says he has the backing of his membership.
According to Ramasar, officers have been bombarding the association, demanding they take a public stance on the commissioner's actions. Now they're saying Acting Commissioner Williams will not be allowed to do what he wants if his behavior is not in the best interest of the police service. Now, after weighing their options, they've retained Ramesh Lawrence Mirage to file an injunction to stop the payments.
Should it be that we need to go to court as early as tomorrow, today, tonight, we will accede to that. We have the blessings of the general membership. And if the commissioner will not listen to the general membership, then let him meet us in court.
Ramasa says there's no anger at the cost of the buyout, but the timing. It's raising questions about the independence of the police service.
There's a political pressure and a political involvement. And when you have senior officers who are charged with the direction and of investigations and the role and functions of different departments, we see that the leave, and there's a perception that the leave is being perceived as an inducement and one that is compromising the impartiality of police officers.
And finally, on the international scene, an Australian warship has seized heroin with an estimated street value of more than US $399 million in the Indian Ocean. The hull, weighing 1,280 pounds, was found aboard a dhow that was intercepted by the HMAS Newcastle off the coast of East Africa. The Australian vessel is part of the Combined Maritime Forces, that's CMF, an international patrol mission. The CMF aims to tackle piracy, terrorism, and drug smuggling. And on that note, we end our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.